totally a grumpy old man. If it wasn't for the Teeter, I wouldn't be the person I am today. He gave me back my life, and it put the smile back on my face. If I was face to face with Roger Teeter, I would cry like a baby, because what he gave me was my life back. And I thank him. I thank him for that.
You can just tell me in person.
Oh, God.
My gosh, that was so sweet. And we're actually going to see Roger right now. I do want to let you know that this is at a phenomenal sale price. 6 easy payments of $54.99, free shipping and handling. That's going to save you about $40-some right there. But we'll get to that in a minute. Let's say hi to Roger Teeter. So good to
Hi,
see you.
Sandra. Great to be here.
You know, actually, while I was doing the Denim & Company show, I noticed that you were over here. No camera was on you, but you looked very relaxed using your table.
I've been on an airplane.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah,
need
right.
to decompress. No, I do it every day. I do it usually in the morning. It's kind of a wake up, like 2 cups of coffee without the caffeine, and it kind of straightens me out because I kind of sleep curled up.
Well, listen,
then before night and before the grandkids come over.
Oh, nice. Okay, that makes sense. We have a lot to cover this hour, but I just wanted to start. I was just watching that guy tear up about how you changed his life. I can't imagine what that feels like. You must hear that all the time.
It's very humbling and honoring. You know, I've been really blessed to have such a wonderful product to be able to sell. And I think it's providential because my name's Teeter and I'm selling teeter totters.
That's funny. Well, this table, you actually came out with this 40 years ago based on first hoping to heal yourself, to make yourself feel better.
I wrecked my back. I mean, just over 40 years ago, I wrecked my back, and on worst days, Sandra, I couldn't get out of bed. I had to crawl hands and knees into the shower to get hot water in my back just to be able to stand up.
And you were in your 40s then, so you still...
In my 30s, actually started in my 30s.
Oh, okay.
And I tried everything to get relief. Inversion gave me, it was a temporary relief, but it lasted longer and was more effective than anything else I tried. And I felt it the very first time I inverted. It was the old inversion boot thing, so I even had to have help to get up there. And I thought, man, this is a life changer. And I said, as an engineer, I believe I can engineer a more user-friendly, safer product to invert that doesn't have to go to full inversion to get all the benefits, and that's what we have today.
Okay, so there are going to be 4 main reasons why you want to pick Teeter over any other brand, but before we get there, and we're going to talk to Roger about that in a second, just a couple notes here on a QVC standpoint. So he's been bringing this actually to our sister channel HSN for over 20 years. Now here's what's great is we're doing this here today at a sale price where you're saving $120. This has been updated countless times since he brought it.
150 since we've been on HSN.
Wow,
yeah.
so 150 updates. But guess what? Guess what? We're doing it at the same price that he introduced that model 150 changes ago to HSN. So for about the same price it was 20 years ago, you are getting the latest, the greatest. You're getting this home for 6 easy payments of $54.99 with free shipping and handling. And just since it's come to QVC, over 15,000 have been ordered. So give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. It is customer top rated. You know, we've been talking about this around the office. You think of a piece of wellness equipment to be customer top rated after 15,000 ordered says a lot. What does it help us with?
Well, gravity does a number on us. Yeah. You can't live in this planet more than 20 years and not know what gravity's doing to you. It's stealing your figure, your flexibility. If you lose height over time, you know, half an inch, we're going to get into that, and that steals your ability to be active. This is my sport, the one I love most, water skiing, and that's the one that I wrecked my back on, and yeah, I'm doing it again this year. In fact, I'm back in the slalom course.
You are?
At 82 this year. And you know, this is what retirement ought to be able to do the things that you want to do. I got this great little rowboat that I love doing. But most precious, it's being able to do these things with your grandchildren, actually getting out and skiing with them, snow and water both, because I like snow skiing as well.
Well, and you know, you move like a man many, many, many decades younger than your 82 years.
Well, that's one of the things you can see in the mirror. Not only does it help your posture, these are bonuses but it makes you move youthfully, those long strides, you know. Don't give away your age by how you move.
Yeah. Okay, so for a lot of us, it might just be we want circulation, we want that fluidity of movement. We know what gravity is doing to us, right? So just a few minutes a day on this really can benefit just about everyone. But there are going to be some people who need this even more because they're experiencing issues. And let's go through some of these conditions.
Right. Teeter is a class 1 medical device defined by FDA, and FDA say Teeter is indicated to deal with the following 10 common causes of back pain. Some of them very serious. Back pain, okay, that's general. Muscle tension and spasm. Herniated disc, that usually ends up in surgery. Sciatica, that's pinched nerves that you feel down your leg or your shoulder. Degenerative disc disease, degenerative joint disease, that's the same as osteoarthritis. Spinal stenosis, spinal curvature due to tight muscles. Facet syndrome, you know, those are almost all the causes of back pain, you know, and they're caused by different things. Yet Teeter deals with all of them because it benefits your back 4 different ways. Now, this animation kind of shows mainly 3 of the reasons that Teeter gives relief. One is when you invert and relax, all the muscles in the back are going to relax. As you let go, they relax, tension runs out your fingertips, and you will elongate. You'll get 1 to 2 inches longer. That's a real number. Look at that spine curving. You know, the curved spine can be caused the problem. Here's the biggest deal. Okay. You got a pinched nerve, herniated disc. Take the pressure off. And the 4th reason it helps reduce back pain is it helps the disc to rehydrate, to rejuvenate, to pick up moisture, which is how they don't have a blood supply. So its surrounding tissue is what they feed on.
Okay. That's fascinating. Actually, I noticed your wife over here. She's using it. And by the way, you have really nice taste in shoes. I have those exact same Skechers that I got on QVC.com. I looked over, I'm like, I know those shoes. I own those shoes. Okay, so as we watch your wife do it, I know there are other inversion tables out there, but there are 4 main reasons why you want to get the Teeter. And can you tell me about those?
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of lookalikes. You know, we've sold over 3 million tables.
Well, they do say, like, what is it? Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery.
Well,
the problem is you won't be that flattered once you spend money on something that does not live up to your expectations. Like, you know, in the world of tissue, there's Kleenex. In the world of gelatin, there's Jell-O. In the world of inversion tables, there's Teeter. So why is that?
Well, actually, you know, that they are lookalikes. I mean, if you're going to look at a picture, they look alike. Some of them even have bigger diameter tubing, but they use the wrong steel. You know, when you're oscillating back and forth, as my wife is, now this structure that's holding you up is loaded towards your feet, then it's loaded towards your head, then it's loaded towards your feet, back and forth. So that structure is being worked this way, then that way, then this way and that way. And take a wire coat hanger, that's ordinary steel.
Yeah.
You can take that and bend it back and forth and break it in 1 minute. And all other inversion tables use ordinary steel. We use high carbon steels, heat treated and key components. And that's the only way that we can pass the UL safety certification, because we are the only table that meets all the UL standards.
So the UL safety certification, that is a big deal. You have to earn it. You can't buy it. Like, that's a big deal. But also, this is going to come 85% assembled.
85% assembled.
So if you're at home thinking, I live by myself, how am I going to do that? You can.
And it's a 5-year warranty.
That's right. And then also it is FDA registered. Now, if you have the Teeter inversion table, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Our testimonial line is open. Give us a call, 1-800-395-1601. We can take a look at some more of the features in this table. Why Teeter? So we've got that 8-point floating suspension system.
Yeah, that makes the bed is floating 2.5 inches above the steel support, so it's extremely comfortable. You can't put foam on a table and have decompression. You sink into the foam and get stuck. You want to have a surface that's smooth, that allows your body to slide. 8-point floating suspension gives you that comfort of foam, but allows the body to slide. You know, and by the way, you can turn the Teeter into a workout station if you want. That's about the toughest setup on the planet.
Wow.
That's not for everybody. The Acupressure Nodes and the lumbar bridge, these are patented items. The Acupressure Nodes are your thumbs to work those knots out. Those nodes can be put in any location on the bed, and there's 8 of them, 2 of each of 4 sizes. The lumbar bridge, we'll get into a lot of these things when we have a little more time to talk about it. It folds up for storage. You know, behind the couch or in a closet.
You know, I was telling Roger before the show started, so my brother-in-law is a high school football coach, and he and I before I even knew I had the show, actually. That's why I thought it was like so funny, because I'd had this conversation and then I found out the next week I had this show coming up. But he was telling me over the holidays how he has used his Teeter inversion table every day for years, and it has made a tremendous difference in the back issues he has. But it's really a family affair, because my nephew, who just graduated from college and was a star lacrosse player, he used the inversion table. Actually, my brother-in-law got both of his boys using it. So I was thinking, so, in my house, I'm not really known as being the most coordinated one. So, like, I work out a lot, but I've never been coordinated. So I said to Roger, I don't even know if I can get on this thing. So I just want to show you. I got on it for the first time tonight, about 10 minutes before Denim & Company, and it's super easy. Now, you helped me set it up, and when you get home, it'll show how to do that in terms of height.
I'll go through it, too, but
Oh,
I
great.
demonstrate
Okay, good.
it. Yeah.
So really, all I'm doing is I'm just putting my feet in, right? And then I'm leaning backwards.
Just lean backwards,
Okay.
and you'll know that this is how you know you're balanced
Okay.
right. It's most people balance right on their height, and you know you're right with your arms at your side. Your feet have just lifted off.
Okay, so I guess
So
I'm
now
right.
you're now. So raise one arm, and then the other one slowly.
Okay.
And we have this preset angle strap set, so it
that feels
stops
good.
you at
So
that angle.
what's-
You're not going to go any further.
So what? Yeah, actually, I'm surprisingly comfortable. So what's happening right now to my
Well,
body?
every joint in your body is being decompressed by the same weight it normally has to carry. So even though you might be targeting pains in your neck or your knees or your lumbar, every single weight-bearing joint is benefiting. Plus, you're getting an oxygen wash to the upper body. Get some rosy cheeks. So
yeah, you
that's
said
great.
it's even good for your skin.
Absolutely. Colleen is one of the hosts on HSN, and she says,
Oh, yeah.
every time I come up, I feel like I just had a facial.
Now, if you want to come up, all you have to do is just start raising your arms, right?
Right. Now, there's one
Tell me.
trick. Go on back.
Okay.
All right. Now, after you've
Oh, I
been
went
here a
back a little
while,
fast, okay.
after a while you've been here, you're going to lengthen. You're going to get
Okay,
longer
all
and
right.
longer and longer,
Okay.
and then you're going to be kind of top heavy.
Okay.
And then when you bring an arm up,
Uh-huh.
you're not going to come back. That's
Okay.
because that's the proof that you really elongate.
Oh, so that's
Now,
actually a good thing.
Yeah, your decompression. Now, you could use the handles to get up, but bend your knees.
All right.
Don't sit up, just bend
just
your
bend my
knees
knees,
and kind
okay.
of pull your body uphill.
Okay. Oh.
It's a teeter-totter. It's
Oh my gosh, that's so easy. Okay, I have to tell you, as someone who is like, oh no, should I do that live on television? What if I look weird? What if I fall? It's so easy, and even getting out of it is super
right,
easy.
When,
Now I'm
when
going
you
to pull
push,
towards
you push
me,
the
right?
button in and then push
towards
it
me.
towards you, that releases the teeth.
Okay.
And then it
then
then
you
it
just
opens
go
up.
right out.
It's a double lock.
Yeah, awesome. Okay.
Which you want.
So the only
Yeah,
thing I
you've
lost was my
your,
IFB.
Your IFB piece.
Okay, even my earrings stayed in though. So as I put this back in, I want to say hello to, just really quickly though, if you want to get this, keep in mind it is customer top rated. Please read the reviews.
Oh.
I think that says all you need to know about something that has been popular for decades. Still customer top rated on QVC, and tonight we are saving you over $120 because we've dropped $120 off the price. You're getting it home on 6 easy payments of $54.99. But let's go right to
Right.
Michael.
Yeah, Michael, the
Floor.
call-ins you're the stars
yes,
of the
so
show.
let's talk to Michael. Hi, Michael. You're on with Sandra, but more importantly, you're on with Roger Teeter.
Hello.
Hi. Have you used this before?
Oh, yes, I have one. I have the LX9.
Okay.
And I've had it for, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. And I had gotten to the point to where I had such back pain, I'd be, walking like in the store or somewhere, and all of a sudden my leg would just buckle. I'd almost go to the ground. And I told my wife, I said, I got to get this because I think it can help. And I tell you what, it really has. I have no pain in my back. Years ago, I was at work and I did something to one of my nerves in my back, and the front of my thigh was numb. And I'd been that way for years. And it's gone. And
Yes!
it's no longer numb.
amazing.
This is the best thing since sliced bread, I'll tell you what.
Wow, that's incredible. So, Michael, I guess, I was thinking about doing this presentation on the way in here, and you've been doing it for months. It is honestly new to me. And I was thinking, for anyone flipping around on the channel who thinks, what is that weird gimmick? I'm so glad you called because you're here to tell us this is not a gimmick. This is the real deal.
Oh, yeah, this is great. When I started out, I would go a little bit further, inclined, and I haven't got to the full, where I feel comfortable going full, but I'm almost there because I can reach back and get a hold of the frame with
Yes.
my hands. And I tell you, it's just great. If you're having problems with your back, anything at all like that, you got to get this because it works.
So it must have really changed. Back pain's one of those things that if your back, it's like your feet. If your back hurts,
You're shut
you're
down.
done. Like nothing. You can't. It's almost impossible to be happy when you're walking around with back pain.
No, your mood, you
Yeah.
can't concentrate, you're stressed, it shuts the family